With the launch of the version 4.5, we were introduced to the new banner system that allows us to pull for characters that haven't been featured in a while from the same region. And since I never did a guide on the standard characters, I will also take advantage of this banner to do so. But I will start with the only character I have that belongs to the limited ones, Klee. In this video, I will explain all you need to know about her and if she's worth your wishes. Just before the video starts, don't forget to leave your like and your sub. 97% of you are not subscribed, and if you do it, you will not only see a cool animation, but it will also motivate me even more. All my links are in the description for those who are curious, and for those who want to support me even more, you can always become a member. Klee is a 5-star Pyro Characterist user focused on being a normal and charge attack DPS. On her normal attacks, Klee performs up to 3 explosive attacks dealing AoE pyro damage, and on her charge attack, Klee consumes a certain amount of stamina and deals AoE pyro damage to opponents after a short casting time. When you use her skill, Jumpty Dumpty, Klee will throw Jumpty Dumpty, and it will bounce 3 times, igniting and dealing AoE pyro damage for every bounce. On the third bounce, the bomb splits into many mines and the mines will explode upon contact with enemies, or after a short period of time, dealing even more AoE pyro damage. On her burst, Sparks and Splash, during 10 seconds, continuously summons Sparks and Splash to attack nearby opponents, dealing AoE pyro damage. With her exploration passive, All of My Treasures, the location of nearby resources unique to Mondstadt will be displayed on the minimap. With her first Ascension passive, Pounding Surprise, when Jumpty Dumpty and normal attack deal damage, Klee has a 50% chance to obtain an explosive spark, and this explosive spark is consumed by the next charge attack, which costs no stamina and deals 50% increased damage. And on her second Ascension passive, Sparkling Burst, when Klee's charge attack results in a crit hit, all party members gain 2 elemental energy. Her talent priorities are the following: focus on your normal attack first, then your burst, and for less your skill. Her best in slot set will be Crimson Witch. On the 2-piece, your pyro damage will be increased by 15%, and on the 4-piece, any reaction related to pyro will be increased, and when you are using your elemental skill, your pyro damage will be increased by an extra 7.5% with a max of 3 stacks. Wanderer's Troop can also be a good option for your Klee, especially on Vape and Melt teams, because on the 2-piece, you will increase your elemental mastery by 80, and on the 4-piece, you will get an increase of 35% in your charge attacks if you are a bow or Characterist user, and since Klee is one of them, you will get this passive always. If you are using Farina with Klee, Marishosu will be probably your best set. The 2-piece, you will get an increase of 15% in normal and charge attacks, and on the 4-piece, every time your HP increases or decreases, you will get 12 crit rate for 5 seconds, with a max of 3 stacks. And for last, while you are farming for either Crimson Witch or Marishosu, you can mix and match 2 pieces between the sets that provide attack percent, EM, and pyro damage bonus. Now that we know the best sets, let's talk about the best stats you will need to be looking for. For the Sense, attack percent, where you can use EM if you are playing on a more reaction-based team and having a lot of attack buffs. For the Goblet, pyro damage. For the Circlet, crits. And for the substats, you should focus on crits, attack, EM, and ER. For Klee weapons, her best in slot will be her signature, Lost Prayers of the Sacred Winds, which provides a good amount of crit rate on the substat, and on its passive, it will increase your movement speed by 10%, and for every 4 seconds you are on the field, your elemental damage will be increased by 80% with a max of 4 stacks. And these buffs will continue with you until you leave combat or you die. Another 5-star weapons like Kagura's Verity or Skyward Atlas are a good alternative for those who don't have Lost Prayers, neither a good 4-star weapon at R5 for example. The Witsit will be her best 4-star weapon thanks to the solid amount of crit damage it provides on the substat, and also thanks to the 3 buffs of the passive being useful to Klee. This weapon is her best 4-star option by a mile, and if you have it R5, it even surpasses 5-star weapons. Another good 4-star option is the Battle Pass weapon, Solar Pearl, which will give you a solid amount of crit rate on the substat, and throughout its passive, you will either buff your skill or normal attack damage depending on what you used before. And for her best F2P weapon, you can either go for the event weapon Dodoko Tails, which will give you a lot of attack and charge attack damage, or if you are a new player, you can go for the craftable weapon Mappa Mare, which will provide you an EM and elemental damage boost. For Klee teams, you will want to use her in teams where you can abuse the charge attack, especially paired with reactions. So here are some of my suggestions. For a Vape team, pair her with Farina, Bennett, and Kazuha. For a Mono Pyro team, pair her with Bennett, Shungling, and Kazuha. For a Virgin team, pair her with Nahida, a Hydro character like Chinkyu and Baijo. And for a Reverse Melt, pair her with Rosaria, Bennett, and Kazuha. Remember that you don't need to use these specific characters if you don't have them. You have characters that do similar stuff and can be good alternatives. And don't limit yourself into only these teams. If you have any team you think is worth a mention, tell me in the comments and enjoy a quick showcase of my Fiorina Klee Vape team on the Abyss for you to have a quick idea of her gameplay.
Fallen leaves adorn my
Yoo-hoo! Let the world collide! Teamwork is dreamwork!
wind strike.
Shower me with the... I'm going in!
One with nature, as one with wind and cloud.
Adventure time! Strike a pose! Time to shine! Teamwork is dreamwork! Stop that! Dumpy dumpy go! Yoo-hoo!
That hurts. Wind strike. Clouds high. The birds come.
Everybody stand back! Let the world collide! Boing, boing, boom!
Into the wind.
Boing, boing, boom! Crazy tonight!
Wind strike. Fallen leaves adorn my night.
Let's light it up! Everybody stand back!
One with nature.
Yoo-hoo! Let the world collide! Dumpy dumpy go! Boing, boing, boom! Shower me with praise! Let my name echo in song!
As one with wind and cloud. Wind strike.
Teamwork is dreamwork! That really hurt!
Wind strike.
Let's light it up! I'm going in! Let the world collide! Boing, boom!
Clouds high. The birds come.
So, what's your opinion about Klee? Is she worth your pulls? In my opinion, she's not that fun to play, and besides being adorable, you should only pull for her if you really like her. But if you ended up getting her losing for another character you wanted, she's not that weak and you should for sure give her an opportunity. But you, what do you think about her? I hope with this video you are now able to understand if she's worth for you to have on your account or not. Share this video with everyone you know that caught her or simply likes Klee, because let's be honest, who doesn't? 97% of you are not subscribed, so please do me a favor and sub to the channel. That way you will never miss any video I post and it will make my day. Special thanks to my members for trying to support me even more, and thank you so much for staying until the end. Be careful, because I don't know if Klee lets some bombs around. Have a great day everyone, and bye.